Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, welcome. So we're here today with Vault number 76. Fallout 76 song. Ooh, my goodness. Was it 2 years ago when the game came out? Yes, it was 2 years ago, because last year... Was it last year? No. It was 3 years ago when it came out, right? Because last year there was no E3. And 2 years ago you had the infamous Bethesda... Woo! 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 E3 press conference. So it had to be 3 years ago when this game came out. Disaster launch. That's all I'm going to say. Game with... For the first time, people actually... For the first time that I really paid attention, people actually complain about a Bethesda game. Because with Skyrim, you all know my history with Skyrim. I played it for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I can say I played it because I played it for 10 minutes. But like beyond that, I didn't really play. So, we're here with the Fallout 76 song. Now, in terms of the Fallout series, I owned New Vegas. And I played it for about an hour. And then I was like, I don't see the fun in this. Oh my goodness, I should have said this. Oh no, I'm going to get cancelled now. I'm going to get cancelled now. But I didn't have the fun with it. I didn't have any fun with New Vegas. And I was like, maybe I'm just not in the right mood. Maybe I just wasn't in the right mood, okay? Maybe that was just the case. I wasn't in the right mood. And then I never got back to it. Because I was never in the right mood. I was just never in the right mood, okay? Okay, don't cancel me. But yeah, that's basically my history with Bethesda games. Skyrim, played it for about 5 to 10 minutes. Created a character. Cool. Nice. Got into like the first little dungeon or whatever it was. Like the little underground dungeon. I was like, ooh, okay. No. Fallout 76. An hour. And I played for around an hour. And then I was like, ew, no. So that's my history with Bethesda games. And now obviously they've been bought by Microsoft. But this is a Fallout 76 song by the Stupendium. But this one was recommended to me by Robert Gillen, I believe, was the person that recommended it. I recently put out a community post just asking, like, what would you want me to react to next? And that was one of the recommendations. So I'm very much wanting to check it out. Now, the Stupendium is a nice fella. He's a very nice fella, right? When I say that, I mean, like, he's a good person, right? He doesn't see... Well, all right, he's made songs that are a lot critical. They're quite critical of things. But, like, in general, he is... Okay, where I'm getting with this is I don't think there's going to be just him hating on the song. Sorry, not the song. I don't think there's going to be him hating on the game. Like, just 4 minutes and 37 seconds of him just trashing a game. I don't think that's going to be the case. Would I like that to be the case? I don't even know. I don't even know because I never played the game. So the only thing that I know is, right, the Bethesda press conference. Like, again, the game must have come out 3 years ago because 2 years ago, E3 was still a thing. And if you've watched a Bethesda press conference 2 years ago, there was a few jokers in the audience. That's the only thing that I remembered. I don't know why I watched it, but there were a few jokers in the audience that, like, after every word was said, they were just like, woo! 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 You're right! Woohoo! And I was like, bro, you've been paid, and you really want to get paid, or you lot are drunk, or you lot are just trolls. Whichever one it is, I found it hilarious. Hilarious. Anyway, now, Vault number 76, Fallout 76, song by the Stupendium. As I always say at the beginning of each video, please go check out the original one, which I will have linked in the description down below. So let us get ready to rock and roll. My ears also, I kind of like, forget my ears, right? We're not going to talk about my ears, but... who cares? Anyway, let's get started in 3, 2, 1. Got a perfect countdown. Okay. Vault Boy. That's extremely quiet. That's like, I thought that was just the intro that was relatively quiet, but no, that's extremely quiet. My headphones are just extremely quiet. That's more like it. I like the suit though. Much better than my... Actually, no, mine's awesome. Okay, you know what? Sorry, I'm gonna pause it right now. I like that intro. It reminds me of something else. Okay. Wait. No. No, I'm thinking too much. 76. I'm thinking too much. I was thinking. I was trying to make a. I thought I was trying to make a reference here to celery sticks in your breast pocket. A certain doctor. I thought that's what the reference was, but no. I'm probably just reaching. I'm definitely reaching. This one has style.
Today's a day for celebration. We've been locked away, but we've been making preparations. Sweep away decay and all the waves of devastation. Now we're at the dawn, another day of reclamation.
Okay.
Preservation of the nation. It's a fate we waited every day of dedication to build.
You know I'm a sucker, alright? You know damn well I'm a sucker, alright? It's the easiest. It's like, actually no, it is the. Yes, it is the easiest things to rhyme. The things that end in ION. Right, but I don't care. I'm a sucker. When it just goes on for too much, I'm a sucker.
We've been making preparations. Sweep away decay and all the waves of devastation. Now we're at the dawn, another day of reclamation. Preservation of the nation. It's a fate we waited every day of dedication.
And it just keeps going with it.
Pave the way for generations.
And it just keeps going with it.
Vault-Tec participation. Deep beneath the waste of Virginia is a place where we could have stayed safe for millennia. But tensions get frayed after just a few decades. So we're certain that the surface ought to be a little friendlier.
Oh, I like how you said. Oh, I like how you said that. Decades instead of the typical a few decades, a few decades. Okay. Me like you.
Deep beneath the wastes of Virginia is a place where we could have stayed safe for millennia. Tensions get frayed after just a few decades, so we're certain that the surface
I got that.
a little friendlier. Shine your shoes, cause the hour is a handful. Joining hand in hand with fellow man to save the land. So I packed some dandy apples in a satchel with some Blamco. Stepped out of the gate to meet the neighbors and it's blammo.
Great. Great. That was 76. Yeah. I do. Okay, never mind.
Now I'm an optimist, but was it a bad decision to make a mission out of living in a vicious cataclysm? Sitting in the wilderness and killing for provisions. If all may have its faults, but all the halls were a condition.
Okay, look, man. You know damn well I like this, alright? This speaks to me. This actually speaks to. I know I'm listening to it, which is why it's speaking to me. But yeah, this definitely speaks to me, alright? I'm an optimist. And this whole line here kind of fits me. Alright? Because I'm a hyper optimist, right? There are people out there that are just like, oh yeah, glass half full, glass half empty. And I'm like, oh, the glass is half full. Actually, no, it's 100% full, because even though it's just half full, air molecules contain water and H2 and hydrogen too. So that's why it's 100% full. It's not just half full. There, put that on a t-shirt.
Now I'm an optimist, but was it a bad decision to make a mission out of living in a vicious cataclysm? Sitting in the wilderness and killing for provisions. If all may have its faults, but all the halls were a condition. Every dweller went from level-headed fella to a villain. So forgive me if it's not what I envisioned. But was citizens selected out of brilliant civilians. I thought that some decorum while exploring was a given.
Hi, Joe. How you doing today? I haven't seen you since the fall barbecue last May. All right. Oh, jeez. Okay. You can keep the carcass. I'll be on my way.
It's gonna be another barbecue. That's it. That actually, no, you know what? Sorry. That sums up the song and Stupendium as a whole very, very well. Here a little ditty with a playful tune. A little ditty with a playful tone, transmitted from the middle of the danger zone. Country road, take me there. Take me home. A little crater in the open air. It's a bright new future, so don't be scared. Cause everything glows with a bright green glare. Down the world, there's America, buried in it ever exists. Where you hope for a life of heavenly bliss. When you stepped out of survivalism. 76, it's murdering suburbians, getting your kicks. Well, we ask you to refrain to population is fixed. Rest assured that every resident was carefully picked to be remembered as a member of 76. Until the population is fixed.
Vault-Tec reminds you your purpose on the surface is to work to survive through adversity by working with the persons beside you.
I
never liked you. I'm gonna craft some ammo and fight you.
There was a time I'd smile
Amazing.
and pretend that I liked all my friends. When society and tell me why the pretense, bring a violent end to that white picket fence.
You missed my recital again.
Amazing. 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 Just the human nature, eh? Just the human nature. When it chips it down, well, they're not sharing a dip. That's all I'm gonna say. When it chips it down, that's when people's true nature comes out.
Bring a violent end to that white picket fence.
You missed my recital again.
There's no keeping up with the Joneses. Have broken their noses. Have stolen their clothes. Have fed them to the roaches. That out of showing for mowing this lawn while I'm trying to focus on my crossword.
I'm staying inside.
Truth is, Diane, I hate you. We can't buy this. Is a bringing one round to my luau. Everyone's
Okay.
had that fantasy about humanity. You might think it's rad to see what will grow from this rad disease. The mutation of past belief.
Just from the tiny little bit that I saw, I very much agree with that. the mutations are just way past.
These nuclear arms would give me literally nuclear arms.
I hear ground zero at some lubricant farm. So what is the harm if we drop another couple of bombs?
I mean,
And when chalking him up against the boredom, before things were torched and we're forced to reform from assortments and morons. A quarter-century squabbles late dormant. Pit boys and torches, blood in the porches, squash clubs and potlucks and nuclear launches.
Okay.
Setting the scorch on my mother-in-law is fun and anything before the war.
really now? Really now?
Had a hobby of playing all your neighbors and displaying all the bodies. So let's all go to the lobby and get ourselves a treat.
The true nature of mankind. The
Thank you
true
for watching this
nature
full
of
presentation.
mankind.
And a big thank you to all of our benefactors over on Patreon. If you enjoyed the song, then please do be sure to tune your Pip-Boys to the playlist. And of course, like, comment, subscribe, and ring the little bell. And why not check out the merch store for the finest hats, shirts, and mugs in the wasteland. All that leaves me to say
Gotta
is
get
thank
those
you very
hats.
much to Bethesda for creating a perfect game.
Okay. Okay, a perfect game. Disconnected from server. There are a few lines here that I caught. However, having played the game, there are a few lines in here that I caught that I found hilarious. There was one that was like, until the population returns, or something like that, right? There was one line like that. I'm like, well, considering there was no population, probably when this song came out and the game came, well, considering there was no population when the game came out, and probably, I don't know when the song came out in terms of relation to when the game came out, but like, no NPC. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Good luck waiting on that. I mean, this game, look, there are some snarky undertones here and there, but at the end of the day, it was very much like, I felt like it was praising the Fallout series, alright? It was very much, it was very positive, okay, maybe not quite positive speaking of the scenarios and what people would do in those situations, but it didn't really dismiss the Fallout series and Fallout 76 in particular. Which again, I'm fine. I wasn't expecting him to like make a song. That at the end right there, I think that's about as direct as you can be. Alright, that's about as direct as you can be, and still maintain good relations with all the people that make the song, so on and so forth. So my thought on this whole matter is very, very simple. I like this. This was very quirky. It was very, very quirky. I'm used to very, very quirky things. But this one was very, very quirky with very, very serious, which, again, I think is probably the best way to describe the Stupendium. Very, very quirky, but it has some undertones, right? It has some, it has some, I don't want to say serious, because what exactly is serious, all right? What exactly are serious undertones? Because anything can be serious and everything can be funny, all right? That's my opinion. Nothing can be serious, everything can be serious, nothing can be funny, everything can be funny. You can make fun about anything and everything, and you can be serious about anything and everything too. But it has some dark undertones with a very quirky vibes. I think that is how I would describe the Stupendium. Like darker undertones with everything, but also just a quirky tone to it. Whereas like if you don't listen to the lyrics, if you don't actually try, which basically was what I would do if I wasn't watching it. If I wasn't watching this, right? When I just listen to something, I just listen to something. I don't really pay attention to the words, right? Like if there was no video involved, I wouldn't be paying attention, right, to the actual lyrics, I must admit. But like when I'm just listening to something, not all the time, but a lot of the time, I just want to like listen to something just to take myself out of a scenario, to just kind of like chill and relax, that kind of thing. Or if I'm playing something, just have something in the background that sounds pleasant, right? And I wouldn't pay attention. So that's when I'd be like, oh, this sounds quirky. But when you actually think about the lyrics, you're like, I don't want to set the world on fire, but setting your house is good enough. My goodness, like, like where did that just come from? You're like, whoa, what's going on here? So I quite like that. Just like, it's not like overly complex where you have to like have a degree or something just to pick things up, but it is, it's hidden well. It's not like hidden with like where you need to like find where you need a monocle, right? It's not quite like that. We need a monocle. You need to get your pocket watch out and be like, haha, I'm Sherlock Holmes. It's not like that, alright? But it is not. I was gonna say it's not in plain view, but it is. It's layered. Let's leave it at layered, right? It's layered. Where things set up the future things. My goodness, I'm a wordsmith today, aren't I? Where things set in the past set up the following things in the future. That's why I quite enjoy it. Just it rewards you for paying attention. It's like it's a silly example, I know, but it's like the decay, that kind of thing. It's a very easy thing to overhear, very easy thing to not realize, but like once you actually pick it up, it's like, oh, that's my reaction. And that's why that was basically my reaction, like, oh, I caught that, yes I did. That's basically my reaction to it. All right, so I hate this. I hate that I like the tiny things so much. I hate that like when it's like the tiny little things like that I'm like, oh. I hate that I'm like that, but that's just the way I am, alright? That's just the way I am. I like these like tiny little not hidden, but like these tiny little things that if you pay attention, you're like, I caught ya. Anyway, though, let me know what you all think about this one. First of all, did you like this song? Second of all, did you like the game? I'd be very intrigued to know, because I know they've done a lot of like free updates for this game, but is it good now? Is it bad? Has it gotten any better? Is it as bad as it was in the past? Or, is it now a masterpiece? A masterpiece, which I don't know whether I could believe it if you told me that, but if you did tell me that, I would have to believe you, because I've got no experience with the game. So let me know what you think about the game, and let me know what you think about Stoop's song. Besides that, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you all in the next one, everyone. Until then, have a nice day. Peace out, and as always, bye.